What's up, man? What's up, guys? I'm finally off the laptop, guys. I'm lit. Finally off the laptop, so quality should be just a tad bit better. I don't know. I hope so, though. But let's see. We got some interesting stuff to go over. So over there on my TikTok, right, I had posted some expectancies for US30 and gold, and I just kind of want to talk about what happened and kind of what really went on, things of that nature. So we'll go over here to the day. Actually, no, we'll go to 4 hour, and then we'll see. We'll see from. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We are good to go. Wait, are we? Gotta be right. Yeah. Okay. So, as you guys can recall from last Tuesday, we had a huge, not a huge dump, but we had a pretty decent sized dump of gold. Uh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get rid of that static. Shit's mad annoying. Alright, there we go. So we had a dump of gold, right? We had a dump of gold, and it came down here to this level, our 0.0% level, and really maintained structure right here for a couple hours. I posted up, so I caught this sell downwards, right? And I posted up. I knew that the buy was coming soon. It just depended upon what time throughout the week. So unfortunately, I failed all my fucking accounts because I was scalping instead of doing what I should have been doing. But that's just on me. That's just traders making mistakes. So, but I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm alive. I made some money on my live account, but as far as my funded account, I was hurting. But anyway, so here we got here we got some major rejection points in our 0% level with the fibs. So we had a lot of weird movements going on. Really, majority of that stuff that happened was because of what's going on in the Middle East. So that's why we see this larger dump of gold. But when we talk about the possibility of it retracing upwards, as we see, it definitely retraced it. It came down to our extreme zone, or extreme, I guess you could say, supply. Our not supply. This is our supply. This is our demand. So it came down to our demand zone that kind of was served as our support zone, and it made gold retrace back upwards towards the original demand zone. Then we had a strong rejection off of that, to kind of form more of support and resistance. And if we look over here in our Hashinashi candlesticks, right, we could see because first of all, this is how I draw support and resistance really, and to be honest, supply and demand too. I use Hakanashi candlesticks because it kind of takes the average of everything, and so it's more or less more generalized base, but can be very helpful when you're trying to draw zones. So we can see that in our well, so we can see that shit just sounds terrible. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hey, we do it live, man. We do it live. I'm recording it, but one take. I'm not doing all the extra stuff. This is real, authentic me. We do it anyway. So we drew our zone, and we see that we have one touch and a two touch in our deep zone. I guess you can count this as four, but these are our deep touches in our demand zone that caused a reaction every time. The only one that really didn't cause a reaction is this one right here. But I guess you could say that this is the reaction off of it. Even though it dumped more after that, I don't really count that as one. But whatever, if you want to do it, you want to do it. Whatever, whatever. So right here is there's this one that created an imbalance that made a breaker structure. Really, right here, that made that breaker structure. So this one was a really key touch. And this one was also a key touch because it created a new resistance zone, or if you want to, honestly, bro, if I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro, supply, demand, support, and resistance, it's kind of the same thing. It's just the thought process behind supply and demand is a little bit different. So, for example, right, Su- support and resistance, you have an indecision level and then you have a change of character level, right? When that change of character level is basically the same thing as a supply zone or a demand zone. You have a huge impulse of candles moving the opposite direction when it retraces from that zone. So it's kind of the same thing as supply and demand, support and resistance, kind of, you know what I mean? So only thing about it is that it seems like supply and demand, you're gonna have a lot less zones than you will with support and resistance. So, anyways, for gold, I'm sorry I had to get off topic. This is what we're looking at with gold, man. On 1 hour chart, we have. I don't know why this is like this. I swear I made this blue. Where's the other one at? Because I know it's here. I just don't know where to. What's I thought was here. But anyway, so for gold this week, man, we're going to look for either a breakout or a short-term retracement to go up higher. Truthfully, I'm thinking that from what I've seen, gold has been moving very strange on the short-term candles, right? On the lower time frame candles, gold has been going very, very weird, very erratic. So for me, I'm going to stay away from any of my scalping methods short term because it's kind of weird. It's a hit or miss with gold. If you take, I don't know, for this last week, that's what it's been like. It's been like a hit or a miss, and the misses are always kind of tough. So I'll rather not take any more misses on that. So for gold this week, I'm really just going to stick to my main plan, my main sauce, which is this right here. This is my main sauce, right? We got our fib here. We over here, it's at their 61.80% level, right? So we're gonna wait for more confirmation, right? We want more confirmation that the trend is going up, right? So our first level of confirmation is this right here. This is our trend line. This is our counter trend line. So we know that if price does cross below this, we will probably get into a sell to our next previous zone, resistance zone, 50% or the 38 or this zone right here, whatever the most fresh, I guess you could say, a fresher zone would be. So, a fresher zone would make more sense, right? If we get a close below our counter trend. But that just likely isn't going to happen, right? Because of the fact that look at where we're at in the market. Look at where we're currently at, where prices are operating at. Now we've had some strong rejections out of here out of the 0.0% line. This zone right here, we had a pretty good rejection off of 38 and a pretty good amount of rejections off of our 50. Now when we got above, holy shit. Now when we got above the 31% mark, we had a strong area of resistance right here on our Hakanashi candlesticks. We had a strong area of resistance. It was really tough for us to get over the 61.80. So what I really believe is going to happen is that we're going to see a rejection, right? We're going to see a rejection either off of this zone right here or this zone right here. I personally think it's going to grab more liquidity so it can go up higher. That's just how I'm feeling. It makes more sense for it to do that because we've had a hard time getting above this level. We really only got above it one or maybe two times, and they were kind of wicks. It wasn't anything like a strong close. So it's just been tough. Now when I say above this level, I'm meaning where we clearly see all the rejections at. I'm not talking about the 61.80 because we're clearly above this one already. I'm talking about the zone where we have a bunch of rejections. So in order for it to go higher, we're going to have to retrace. It's going to have to grab some liquidity in order to go back up. Now, where could it retrace to? That is the question, right? That is the way. Do you know the way? So So pretty obvious areas of liquidity. Actually, let's just go here on the candlesticks so we can actually find a little bit better liquidity things, right? So we got a little bit of a head and shoulders movement going on right there. But from our major swings, right? Because look, we're only focused on high quality liquidity. We're not looking at, short term swings. We're looking at high quality liquidity. And from what we can see here, this is a high quality liquidity area. Let me grab high quality liquidity because of this swing that made that happen. You can really say that this move right here was one move. You could say that. I mean, if you wanted to, you could. So that's where high quality liquidity is, right? Big swing right there. And then also we have another high quality of liquidity right here. So what I'm thinking, right, is that price is going to retrace. I don't think price is going to retrace all the way back down to 0%. I think it will retrace that right down below to our 38.20% and grab liquidity. Why? Because one, it's going to be a trap for people who have counter trend lines, such as myself. It will be a trap because it will get below this level. Because look at where it's at right now. It get below this level, then it will it would entice people who probably get below this level, probably get a small close, not nothing crazy, just to entice people to, hey, I'm going down. And then people will go down and then immediately wick out, grab the liquidity, shoot back up. That's probably what's going to happen, right? So that's how you have one trap that's set up for it. So it makes sense that that's going to happen. But there are some people who have this zone right here marked out. So I'm sure that the banks and institutions understand that for people who have that. So the only trap that I can see there is, people go back down. They see that reaction point coming. They get into buys, but they're actually sales because they're actually reaching down here to grab this liquidity. So I am anticipating. See, I'm anticipating. Let me go here. Actually, I'm just gonna go here and use this. I'm anticipating for this candlestick to go all the way down and to grab this liquidity level right here. I don't think it's gonna retrace down here and grab it because then that gives people more instances to get into sales. And I don't think Price wants to do that because it already did it up here from the war, from the fundamental news. So I don't think that that's going to happen again. I think we're going to retrace back upwards. But there is a strong possibility that if it grabs this one and it keeps going, this is going to be its next target. We don't know, but we play this game for probabilities, not for guarantees. So it's going to come down here. It's going to entice traders again to sales, or right here. It's going to entice traders again to sales. And it's going to wick out, grab this one right here. And then from there, the counter trend line, people will be taken out because they thought it was going to be a close. And it was just a wick to grab liquidity. So from there, they're barbecued. You feel what I'm saying? They are barbecued. And then the same thing that goes for people who have support and resistance drawn at these levels. They're also going to be barbecued because they're going to go for buys and it's going to keep going down. Trigger stop losses, grab the liquidity, and go back up. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now for this, for gold right there. I'm definitely looking for some liquidity runs, and ultimately I'm going to be going bullish on gold for sure. From what you can see here. So let's go back over here on US30. US30, honestly, bro, US30 and gold both played out to a T. Like I called out on my TikTok last week. I don't understand why people do not follow my TikTok. Follow my damn TikTok. Anyways, right here we got some pretty simple shit. Right? Pretty simple. Excuse me. US30's been really weird, bro. I don't know what's been going on, but it's been kind of weird. I don't know who in the Matrix has been saying, let's just F it up, but they have been saying that. And we're just going to talk about what needs to happen here. Okay. So for the US 30, this is kind of what I'm thinking, right? Right. We have clear issues, right? I think we've had like a 6 day losing streak on the US 30. It's bound to have a rebound. You feel what I'm saying? It just has to happen. It doesn't make sense that it hasn't happened yet. So it had like a semi small rebound right here, and then we had another one. I think last week was like this one right here, this smaller rebound, but it wasn't anything that was too crazy. So we have right here, um, for for US 30, I'm going to use the supply and demand method. Kind of, it's a method I kind of came up with myself. I kind of used the supply and demand and support and resistance, kind of intertwine them, but like I know which one is supply and demand, which one is not. You know what I'm saying? So if it looks like if this is clearly supply. I mean demand. This is clearly supply and demand right here, and then this one right here is clearly support and resistance. So it just depends on what you're looking at. For me, I know what I'm looking at. For you guys, you probably don't, so that's what I'm going to explain it. So over here, we got our fib set up from point A to our point B. Point A to our point B. So this is our point B because I actually had it out like like that right there because I didn't have. I think this was I think I did this one on like Thursday or Wednesday, and then obviously some more price action played out. So what we'll do is we'll obviously just fix that. That's the great thing about the fib. I'll just fix it. So this is point B now, and then this is point A. Okay, so from what we can see here is that we have clear rejections on this particular zone that indicates that we are going back down. That's simple. We're going back down. Look at it. One, two, three, four. Four rejections. You tell me. You tell me what's gonna happen. Like literally, it's going back down. Not that hard to see. But we really don't have to talk about it honestly. Like, we really don't even have to talk about it. We got news coming up, so like all these things are going to play a factor. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not GDP growth rate. Oh yeah, we're barbecued. This is definitely going down. But yeah. I mean, I guess I can go to analysis of it. So basically, we have our three touches. We have our extreme zones marked out here. This one's in our green. This one's in our red, and this is our Fibonacci that we have from point A to point B. So we've had some clear support right here for our 38.280, which is also in our extreme zone. It's our extreme because this is a high, and this is our low. This extreme zone actually is different. Let me move this down. So our extreme. This is our extreme now. So this is our extreme now. So we had one deep touch in our extreme, which is also a place of demand, right? So we've had a lot of support though right here in this area, which is our 23.60 and our 38.20 level. So as you can see right here, when we actually broke above it, we didn't have any issues getting through until we had to close above this 38.20 level, which was clear support and resistance on each side, right? So from here, right, from here, our next issue is our next like speed bump in the road was actually in between of our 61.80 level right here. Less volume, not really any big candles, lots of support, lots of resistance. We got a lot of ranging. There's a lot of ranging right here, right? Because of the market doesn't like, it's not like it doesn't know what it wants to do, but there's bears in the market that is taking over the price every single time it got to this session. So what we're anticipating is the bears to do what they do again and crash the market at least back down to right here where we can see, where buyers might come back in the market and shoot the price back up. So that's what we're looking at for US 30. Simple, 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 simple. Nothing crazy. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. So, GJ, bro, GJ was great for me. I think I didn't take not one loss last week on GJ. You know what I'm saying? But I lost a lot on fucking gold because I was trying out a scalpel method that just is very inconsistent. So I had to, chalk it up to the game. I had to go back to the drawing board, and then I had to adjust. I had to adjust it. I had to figure out how I can improve this method, right? So I had to use different things. I had to, make some audibles. I had to do simple, well, not simple things, but I had to do things to try to fix that method because it is a good method. It just wasn't really working that good for me, right? But DJ was working crazy. All right, so I guess we'll start right here on Friday. Yeah, I guess we'll just start right here on Friday. So on Friday, right? I kind of got duped. I got finessed a little bit. We weren't talking about all this stuff. I think I already talked about all this stuff, so we're just talking about right here to here. Right. So on Friday, I got a little finesse, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I thought that price was going up from here, right? Because I initially thought, okay, I have my one dip in here, I have my deep retracement in here, I'm good to go. Price is probably gonna reverse on me, not knowing that this is forex, so we're gonna have manipulation, just like US30, all these assets, we're gonna have manipulation in them. So I just hopped in it without realizing that we were gonna have manipulation, right? So it dips down crazy on me. I don't know. Always have my stop loss like 20 pips below or 20 points. I hate saying pips, but like 20 points below where my my discount zone is at. So we had that deep retracement, and then it came back up, and then it formed this mini resistance point right here. So I got out right here, right? I got in right here, and I got out right here. It was only about, I don't know, $100 gain. But still, it was good enough because I was kind of like, what the hell's going on? Why is it going down? Oh, that's why it's going down. Have a little bit of manipulation. It's not going to just go straight up. So I got out right here, and I watched it the time to kind of see what's going on, to kind of see if I can find a breakout, right? So what happens is you finally get a breakout right here, right? But I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. So I go down here to this 15 minute, right? I go down here to the 15 minute because I gotta. What the hell going on? I gotta understand. I gotta see it with my own two eyes. So we clearly had a purge. We had a purge. So right here, the buyers were trapped. Boom, came immediately back into the market. Trapped the sellers, and then boom, came back in. Trapped the buyers again. Boom. Now we're trapping the sellers, and then we're finally going back on our way. So they made their liquidity right here, right? So right here is a purge. This is our first purge. This is our like a test. Well, no, this could be your test. Actually, this can really be your test. This can be really your purge. This can be really your return to origin, and then this right here can be your entry if you wanted to. I don't know. I personally entered right here. We've got a clear breakout of both my trend lines and my support and resistance line. Once I got a breakout of both of that, I was all right. I'm out of there. So I rolled this. I think I wrote this one for a couple days. I ain't gonna lie to you, but boy, no homo. I think I wrote this one to about right here. No, I wrote it to about right here. No, not right there. It was about right here. Yep, right here. So right here is about where I got out because it was Monday and this zone was kind of worrying me, right? So first of all, let me tell you guys this. I'm talking about this as I go, right? So I've already done these trades, marked up these zones, did all that stuff, moved stuff around, kind of fit where I was, where I was going with my thought process. So now I'm going back and explaining it. So if something's like out of zone or out of area, that's why it's because I moved it down. But anyway, so I got up out of this, right? I knew from previously where it was going. I knew it was going to a deep retracement here, but it was just too early, and I really didn't want to. I didn't really want to mess anything up or anything like that. I just didn't want to mess any of my account up. I just let it go. So I let it go. It finally taps here. I'm looking at the trade. I'm like, okay. Let me see. Let me look at it for two candlesticks. I got two strong bullish candlesticks. So I said, okay, I'm gonna hop in the small position here. I wrote it down to right here. This is the first zone. And got out right here. Well, actually, I got out about right here actually because I saw the rejection. I kind of let it play out. Then I was like, all right, I'll wait for another candlestick. Boom, got out right here. And then down here, it was very choppy. I didn't trade it at all. It was just rough. And then from right here to right here, I drew a trend line. Right, so I skipped all these trades right here. I skipped. So I had this drawn up and this drawn up. I had these zones marked out, and I had this right here marked out. Right. So from here, I'm like, okay, boom. I see a trend line coming. This day had ended already, so it didn't have end already, but this candlestick ended already, and we got two strong pushes upwards. So I said, okay, I'll get into a little quick position here after this candle because it closed over that resistance zone. So I said, all right, boom, I'm out of there. So I got into it. The only issue was I was a little worried because it actually had it ripped through it and it came back down through our trend line. But I was like, it's not that big of a deal. It still closed above this resistance slash support zone. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm getting in it. So I got in it, got some good little bit of pips right there. It was good to go. And so this is kind of how I've been riding this wave for GJ for this last like week and a half, 2 weeks. Right. So it's been respecting not only the um the trend lines, but it's also been respecting my fibs. It's been respecting its initial range extremes, and it's been great, man. So I haven't lost yet on GJ. I hope I have another good week like that now. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. I'd appreciate it if you guys follow me on TikTok, subscribe here. That'd be great. Let me know what y'all want me to do. If y'all want me to talk more about like specific pairs, my what I think is going to happen within a week. I don't really know. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. If you want to get on a personal call with me and we can talk through, whatever you need to talk through, we can do that. Um, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's just where I'm at right here. Appreciate you guys for watching and following.